not familiar with that alarm, it signifies that the boat is about to surface. We have executed the signal for surfacing in the hope that our spirit of our shipmates will assemble here for the tolling of the boat's ceremony. Please rise for the presentation of the colors and remain standing for our national anthem and invocation. Color Guard, present the colors. Our national anthem, sung by Miss Donna Jackson. And salute.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please remain standing for our invocation. Uncover.
Please join me in prayer. Most gracious Father, we thank you for the gift of this day and the reason that we are gathered. We ask for your presence to be with us now as we remember our lost brothers who have made the ultimate sacrifice of their lives on eternal patrol in defense of our freedom. Thank you for filling them with the courage and strength to put others' lives above their own in unselfish service to this great nation. Comfort all their loved ones and friends as only you can through your unfailing love. We pray that each day we honor their memories and their great sacrifice of your Son, Jesus Christ. By the way we live our lives, we know that there is no place your love cannot reach, including the depths of the sea. We live in the hope that we will see them again when we too have reached our final port of call, your heavenly kingdom. Grant us the patience with each other. Fill us with your Spirit. Bless this nation and its leaders. Keep them physically, mentally, and spiritually strong and united to you. Amen.
Amen.
Please be seated.
Retire the colors.
Color guard, return to your posts.
Again, thank you for coming out to the 2019 United States Submarine Veterans Incorporated Tolling of the Boat Ceremony. I'd just like to welcome everybody, and I want to welcome our special guest today, my friend Tim, otherwise known as Lieutenant Charles McCoy, who's going to be our guest toller tonight, or this afternoon. And the significance of having Tim here is he is a survivor for one of the boats that we're tolling here today, the USS Grenadier. I'd like to welcome Tim, his son Tim, and 3 grandsons and their wives. And I'd like to ask Tim to come forward, and if you would, Phil Jascoviak, please escort him.
Tolling the boats is a formal ceremony to perpetuate the memory of our shipmates who gave their lives in their pursuit of their duties while serving their country, that their dedication, deeds, and supreme sacrifice be a constant source of motivation towards great accomplishment. John F. Kennedy once said, "A nation reveals itself not only in the men it produces, but also in the men it honors, the men it remembers." The sea has always taken its toll of seamen. This is especially true for submariner. Over the years, some 4,000 men have lost their lives while serving our country in the United States Submarine Force. A total of 72 U.S. submarines have been lost during war and in peace. We remember those submariners who made the supreme sacrifice while performing their duties with great courage. It's our way to honor these fallen heroes and salute them. The Tolling the Boat ceremony was originally established by the United States Submarine Veterans of World War II. This unique, time-honored memorial service is in keeping with the traditions of the United States Navy. The ceremony honors the memory of those submariners who lost their lives in the line of duty, and especially those who were killed in World War II. Each submarine lost, and the fate of its crew is read aloud, and a bell is tolled. The tolling of the ship's bell reminds us of the gratitude we, as a nation, owe these men. The tolling of the boat ceremony is also a reminder to those currently serving in the submarine service of the demands for courage, unity, and integrity. Submariners have served us as a nation in a way far beyond the contributions of most people. No, these men are no longer with us, but to each submariner, they remain in our memories. We shall not forget them.
These are submarines lost prior to World War II. USS F4 lost with 19 men on 25 March 1915 when it foundered off the Honolulu Harbor. USS F1 Carp SS-20 lost with 19 men on 17 December 1917 when it was sunk after collision with the USS F3 off San Clemente, California. USS H1 Seawolf SS-28 lost with 4 men on 12 March 1920 when it sank after being grounded off Baja, California, Mexico. USS F5 SS-110 lost on 1 September 1920 off Delaware Capes. All the crew escaped through a hole cut through the tiller room. USS 05 SS-66 lost with 3 men on 19 October 1923 when it was sunk after collision with a freighter off the Panama Canal. Torpedoman's mate, 2nd class SS Henry Barrault, received the Congressional Medal of Honor for his heroic actions. USS S-51 SS-162 lost with 32 men on 25 September 1925 when it was sunk after a collision with the SS City of Rome off of Rhode Island. USS S-4 SS-109 lost with 38 men on 17 December 1927 when it was sunk after being rammed by a Coast Guard cutter Paulding off Provincetown, Massachusetts. USS Squalus SS-192 lost with 26 men on 23 May 1939 when it flooded and sank off Portsmouth, New Hampshire. The boat was salvaged and recommissioned. USS 09 SS-70 lost with 34 men on 20 June 1941 when it foundered off the Isle of Shoals near Portsmouth, New Hampshire. Submarines and men lost in World War II. I can assure you that they went down fighting and that their brothers who survived them took a grim toll of our savage enemy to avenge their deaths. Vice Admiral Charles Lockwood, Jr. USS Sea Lion SS-195 lost with 4 men on 10 December 1941 by aerial bombs during a Japanese air attack at Cavite Naval Yard, Republic of the Philippines. USS S-36 SS-141 lost on 20 January 1942 when it was destroyed after she ran aground on a reef in Indonesia. The crew was rescued. USS S-26 SS-131 lost with 46 men on 24 January 1942 in the Gulf of Panama when rammed by the USS PC-460. 3 men survived. USS Shark SS-174 lost with all hands, 59 men, on 11 February 1942 when it was sunk by Japanese surface attacks east of Celebes Island. USS Perch SS-176 lost on 3 March 1942 when it was sunk by Japanese surface attack near Java. 60 men were taken prisoner, 52 survived the war. USS S-27, SS-132, lost on 19 January 1942 when it grounded off Amchitka Island. All the crew were rescued. USS Grunion, SS-216, lost with all hands, 70 men, on 30 July 1942 off Kiska Island in the Aleutians to unknown causes. SS-39, USS S-39, SS-144, lost on 14 August 1942 when it was destroyed after grounding on a reef in the Luzon archipelago. The entire crew was rescued. USS Argonaut, SS-166, lost with all hands, 105 men on 10 January 1943 in the Java Sea by a Japanese surface attack. USS Amberjack, SS-219, lost with all hands, 74 men by Japanese aerial bombs and surface craft on 16 February 1943 off Rabul in the Solomon Sea. USS Grampus, SS-207, lost with all hands, 71 men by Japanese surface attack near the Solomon Islands on 5 March 1943. USS Triton, SS-201, lost with all hands, 74 men by Japanese surface attack off New Guinea, March 15, 1943. USS Pickerel, SS-177, lost with all hands, 74 men by Japanese surface attack off Honshu, Japan, 3 April 1943. USS Grenadier, SS-210, lost on 22 April 1943 near the Lem Volan Strait in the Indian Ocean. Scuttled after being badly damaged by bombs, 61 men were taken prisoner. 57 men survived the war. USS Runner, SS-275, lost with all hands, 78 men by possible Japanese mine between Midway Island and Japan in June of 1943. USS R-12, SS-89, lost with 42 men off Key West, Florida to unknown causes, 10 June 1943. 3 men survived. USS Grayling, SS-209, lost with all hands, 76 men to unknown causes, 9 September 1943, when it was sunk near Tablas Strait, Republic of the Philippines. USS Pompano, SS-181, lost with all hands, 76 men by possible Japanese mine off Honshu, Japan in September 1943. USS Cisco, SS-290, lost with all hands, 76 men on 28 September 1943 during a Japanese air and surface attack in the Sulu Sea. USS S-44 SS-155, lost on 7 October 1943 with the loss of 54 men when it was sunk by a surface craft off the Kuril Islands. 2 men survived and were taken prisoner. USS Wahoo, SS-238, lost with all hands, 80 men during a Japanese air and surface attack on 11 October 1943 in the Perus Strait off northern Japan. USS Dorado, SS-248, lost with all hands, 76 men by an air attack on 12 October 1943 in the southwest Atlantic. USS Corvina, SS-226, lost with all hands, 82 men on 16 November 1943 during a Japanese submarine attack off Truk. USS Sculpin, SS-191, lost with 40 men on 19 October 1943 when sunk by a Japanese surface craft near Truk. 42 men were taken prisoner, 21 men survived the war. USS Caitlin, SS-289, lost with all hands, 78 men on 2 December 1943 by an unconfirmed Japanese surface attack in the Celebes Sea. USS Scorpion, SS-278, lost with all hands, 76 men on 5 January 1944 by possible Japanese mine in the Yellow Sea off China. USS Grayback, SS-208, lost with all hands, 80 men on 27 February 1944 during a Japanese air and surface attack off Okinawa. USS Trout, SS-202, lost with all hands, 81 men on 29 February 1944 during a Japanese surface attack in the Philippine Sea. USS Tullabee, SS-284, lost with 79 men on 26 March 1944 north of Palau. She was sunk by her own torpedo. 1 man survived and was taken prisoner. USS Gudgeon, SS-211, lost with all hands, 78 men during a Japanese air and surface attack on 12 May 1944 in the northern Marianas. USS Herring, SS-233, lost with all hands, 84 men on 1 June 1944 by a Japanese shore battery and surface craft attack off Matsuo Island. USS Golay, SS-361, lost with all hands, 84 men during a Japanese surface attack off Honshu, Japan, 14 June 1944. USS S-28, SS-133, lost with all hands, 50 men when she foundered off the Hawaiian Islands 4 July 1944. USS Robalo, SS-273, lost with 77 men by possible Japanese mine off Palawan on 26 July 1944. 4 men survived as POWs, but they were never recovered. USS Flyer, SS-250, lost with 78 men on 13 August 1944 when sunk by a Japanese mine in the Balabac Strait south of Palawan. 8 men survived and were rescued by USS Redfin. USS Harder, SS-257, lost with all hands, 79 men during a Japanese depth charge attack off Luzon, Republic of the Philippines, 24 August 1944. USS Darter, SS-227, lost on October 1944 when it became grounded on Bombay Shoal off Palawan. Then it was destroyed. All the crew was rescued by USS Dace. USS Seawolf, SS-197, lost with all hands. 82 crew and 17 U.S. Army personnel on 3 October 1944 when it was mistaken for a Japanese submarine and sunk by friendly destroyers just off Morotai, Republic of the Philippines. USS Shark, SS-314, lost with all hands. 90 men on 24 October 1944 when it was sunk by Japanese surface craft in the channel midway between Henan and Bashi Channel. USS Tang, SS-306, lost with all hands when it was sunk by her own torpedo in the north end, USS Tang, was lost with 78 men on 25 October 1944 when it was sunk by her own torpedo in the north end of the Formosa Strait. 9 crew were taken prisoner, including Commander O'Kane. All survived the war. Commander O'Kane was awarded the Medal of Honor. USS Escolar, SS-294, lost with all hands, 82 men by possible Japanese mine in the Yellow Sea off China, 17 October 1944. USS Albacore, SS-218, lost with all hands, 86 men by possible Japanese mine on 7 November 1944 between Honshu and Hokkaido, Japan. USS Growler, SS-215, lost with all hands, 85 men on 8 October 1944 by a possible Japanese surface attack in the South China Sea. USS Scamp, SS-277, lost with all hands, 83 men, probably on 16 November 1944 from multiple air and sea attacks east of Tokyo Bay. USS Swordfish, SS-193, lost with all hands, 89 men by a possible Japanese surface attack or mine on 12 January 1945 off Okinawa. USS Barbell, SS-316, lost with all hands, 81 men on 4 February 1945 during a Japanese air attack off the entrance to Palawan Passage. USS Keady, SS-369, lost with all hands, 87 men in March 1945 to unknown causes between Okinawa and Midway. USS Trigger, SS-237, lost with all hands, 89 men in the East China Sea, 28 March 1945 during a Japanese air and surface attack. USS Snook, SS-279, lost with all hands, 84 men on 8 April 1945 to unknown causes off Formosa. USS Lagarto, SS-371, lost with all hands, 85 men on 3 May 1945 in the Gulf of Siam during a Japanese surface attack. USS Bonefish, SS-223, lost with all hands, 86 men on 18 June 1945 when it was sunk in the Sea of Japan. USS Bullhead, SS-332, lost with all hands, 84 men off the Bali coast by a Japanese air attack on 6 August 1945. The following submarines were lost since World War II. USS Cochino, SS-345, lost on 26 August 1949 off the coast of Norway due to a battery explosion. 1 man was lost and 6 men from USS Tusk, SS-426, were also lost in the rescue operation. USS Solomon, SS-183, lost 24 September 1945, no loss of life. USS Stickleback, SS-415, rammed on exercises off Hawaii by USS Silverstein on 28 May 1958. All crews safely evacuated prior to the sinking. USS Thresher, SSN-593, lost with all hands, 129 men on 10 April 1963 off the coast of New England. USS Scorpion, SSN-589, lost with all hands, 99 men on 2 May 1968 due to unknown causes 400 miles southwest of the Azores. Finally, we remember all the brave submariners who died in the course of their duties aboard submarines.
to the prairies, to the oceans, widely roam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our ceremony.
Take her down.